morning. Jana here with Jana's Quilt Shop. Well, I've got a good Monday morning tidbit for you. Actually, I'm going to do a two-part series with this one. This Monday and next Monday. So this Monday I have, well, let me just show you. We've got this fabric in that I think is so neat. It has food on it. Look at that bacon, fries, all the stuff we really shouldn't eat probably. Popcorn. But anyway, I've been wanting to do something with this. And what I thought I would do is make these, you can call them pot holders. You can call them hot pads, trivets. Beth came up with an idea that I like really well. That like for the Super Bowl or birthday parties or anything like that, these would be a little pad that you set under. Like this one has popcorn on it, okay? So you set it under your popcorn bowl. This one is French fries. If you was to have fries, you could have them there. You know you would have potato chips. You could put them there. Peanuts, roasted peanuts would be neat. Pretzels and a party mix is kind of what that one is. Let me show you. Well, look at this one. This one's pizza. So if you had a really hot pizza pan, you could use this for the pizza. And it's, you know, kind of neat and fun. This is the bacon one I've already got cut out. Haven't made him up yet to see what he's going to look like. And then here's one that has hot dog and pizza and fries all in it mixed. Isn't that cute? Well, if you did something out of these, this would be something nobody else would have. It'd be something different. It'd make cute little gifts. So I thought I would make some up and show you exactly what you need and how to do them really quick. Then the next tidbit, I want to show you how to make the binding on the bias. Now there's a quick way to fold it, cut it, make it, and sew it on your sewing machine. So we roll it up. This is a tissue paper, toilet paper holder, cut in half, and Joan has this neatly rolled up on there, and you can see the sides are sewn together and mitered. So this is quick and easy, and I will show you how to do this next time on the binding and making your little hangers. So you can do it. These are quick and easy. What you would need is I use basting spray. You would need your little ruler. I like to use my little select ruler, keep here at my sewing machine. And I recommend a friction pin so that you can iron it off. You need a little guide here. And then either a circle to make your circles with. You can use a plate or something like that. In this case, you would lay it down and mark it with your friction pin, have it ready to go. What I've been using is I can cut several layers at a time. I just sit here and cut that one out just so I would make sure it would go fun and fast there on this board. But this, it has a pivot point here, and you set up half the size of the circle you want from this point to this, and you can cut your circles out. You can put both layers at once on here and cut them both out at once. I didn't do that on this one because I was cutting that one out first. But you could cut your batting out, your insulate, all the other I'm going to show you. But you're going to need your fabric. A yard of fabric gives you all of the different pieces. So all you would need is a yard of that, and you can make as many as I've made here. You would have some extra for gifts and all that. This is the insulate batting, and this is the heat protecting that I use. And then I just use some of the regular cotton batting that I have. So you need those. Then I'll use a trash bag to lay down to do my basting spray. So let's start out with first things first. I have found my distance there. And so I'm going to make sure it's going to fit in my circle here. Yes. So then I leave my pivot point. And this you squeeze and let your blade down. So you pull that up, your little guard, and you just keep this pivot down. Kind of hold your fabric, keep it from moving, and just go around your circle. Now, I need to mesh down just a little, make sure that I'm getting a good cut. I think I got it all there. Yeah, I didn't mesh down good enough. Let me go back. Setting down, I don't do as well as I do if I'm up. Okay, get my pivot point back. Anyway, that's how you do that. I need to stand up to do this. I'm not standing up. Then when you're finished, you do that, okay? So there's my circles on those two. And this, in case you ever want it, but you can always use a plate or your circle. Got all these cut out, ready to go. I'm going to get my plastic bag out here. This is going to protect any fog or anything, but this doesn't fog much. So what I like to do is take one piece of the cotton, one piece of insulate batting, and my circles that I've already got cut out. I will spray this top one with my basting spray. I use this on my runners, all my small projects, because you don't want your fabric to move over the top of your batting. It's what gives you puckers and moves it separately. So there you go. Now let's do the other side. It's that easy. Just to want to show you how easy it is to do. Okay, take my bacon here. I'm telling you, this makes me hungry for bacon. And I've been eating healthy, so I haven't eaten bacon. But it makes me want it. Okay, so I got that. And get rid of, I'll just lay that over there. Get rid of that. And I've got it ready to go. So, we need to quilt this. I love quilting my sewing machine, these little projects. I put on my walking foot. And then most sewing machines come with this little guide. And I just call it a quilting guide, because I put it in this hole back here and slide it all the way through. So I've got my walking foot there, and I want from the needle over here, I'm going to do a grid like I've done on this. So I want like an inch. So that's where this little measuring tool goes in there. From the needle over to my foot, I would like an inch guide. So there we go. I put this down almost to the bottom, but not, I want my fabric to be able to slide under there, so I can't go all the way down, but enough to give me a guide, okay? So for the first line down the middle, using my guide, I'm going to do one line down the middle this way. It has to be a color that'll show. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that. And then I'm going to do one, and I'm going to use my ruler to make sure I get it straight. I'm going across those crosshairs there so that I've got it marked. Okay, now, when I do that, I can do with the guide. I'm going to show you how to do that. But if you don't have one of those guides with a machine, you can still quilt like this. So you take your ruler, and this is where the friction pin, you can iron all this off, and you won't see it after you get it quilted. So you find your inch line here, and you just go down through here, marking it all the way out. Nothing wrong with that. You just take the time and mark it. Mark it this way, turn it, and mark it the other way. And then if you want to do it like I've done those up there, you go ahead and mark the other side. So quilting it with this guide, I'm going to quilt the line down the middle. I'm going to go right down that line. So I'm going to put my needle and go down the line there. And this guide, I'm not using this time down, I'm just going down the line. And the walking foot is pulling all of it at the same time. So I don't get any puckers or anything. See that? I've got my line. So now this time, I'm going to put my foot, my guide, right down this sewing line. So I'm going to go over here. Okay. It's going to go right down that trough. That's all I got to do. Since I basted it, I don't even have to pull or move the fabric. The guide is going to sew right down that middle, and my machine will do the work for me. Look at that. Isn't that neat? It's so fun to do this. And you get a perfect little line there. You don't have to try to freehand something. So you just keep going down this side until you get all the way, and you can't go any more down that side. And so you're going to flip it. So you've got the guide there. You're going to go down this other way, leaving that in that trough, sewing all the way down. We're doing the Baconator here, you know. I think my thread just broke on that, but that's what you're going to do. You're going to go from that line, so all the way both sides. So you got your little troughs going that way. And then you're going to turn it. Sew your middle line here. So I would go down and sew that middle without my guide this time, just like I did before. Then the next one, use my guide down the trough and go on out. I've tried doing this without my walking foot, without the guide, and I seem to have wavy lines, and then I get little troughs, little waves going in my fabric. With this way, you will not. They will be nicely quilted. Look at this one right here up close. You can see there's no puckers, not anything on that front or back. It's just nice little quilting lines. And you've got this popcorn, and you can hear the insulate batting in there. It would make a great pot holder. And I will probably use some of them because my pot holders are getting short in there, and use these. But also, I might use them for a hot pad for my popcorn bowl. I think that'd be really cute. And like I said, for parties. So next time, what I'm going to do is show you, if you don't have a binding machine like I do, where I can just whip these on here, I'm going to show you how the other way I do these. How to cut it on the bias for this so that it'll make the curves good. How to make the hanger and sew it on where it looks really professional. And it's something you can do all on your sewing machine, okay? All right, that's all I have for today. Always look at our website every once in a while. We have a kit sale going on right now. So if you go to the website, hit the sale button, it'll show you what kits we have that we have marked down considerably. There's some really good ones in there. There's a Tula Pink. There's some great ones in there. So look at those and see if you want any of those. And as always, come by the shop anytime and visit us, okay? All right, that's my tidbit for today. I hope you learned something out of this and can take some of it and use it and make some of these. Okay, thank you and good day.